I first saw the horrors of Sharia law when I was very young. I was in a mall, and shopping mall in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or actually Bartlesville, Oklahoma. And I felt pressed by God to speak to this young Pakistani woman who was selling cell phones at a cell phone booth. And I went up to her and I developed a friendship with her. But she made it very clear that we needed to keep our friendship secret and that we should only meet at the shopping mall. She was scared of her father killing her. When she first told me, I thought it was a joke because I didn't think such things would be possible in the United States of America. Our friendship developed. I considered her a sister. I would go eat lunch with her very often. There were many times in our conversation she would break. She would lay down her prayer mat and she would pray. She was a devout Muslim. After a while, her uncle caught us talking. I had shared my faith with her, which was a big offense. I never saw Kaleigh again. I never heard from her. She told me she was scared that she would be killed, and I couldn't get a hold of her after our friendship. I saw it again when I had another friend who was Saudi, who came to the U.S. to try to escape the oppression of her family, and her family came here and beat her to near death. She had the scars to show it and the missing teeth to show it. Eventually, I found my way to Lebanon, to the Syrian border, where I wanted to do my part to help these women more. Unfortunately, I only got to help them until they were about 12 or 13 years old through an organization called Christ for the Crescent World, as I taught them English, I taught them different skills, because at 12 and 13 they were taken from the school and they were forced to marry men much older than themselves. And oh, how they envied me. At that time I was not engaged nor married, and they wanted to be like me. And I felt such a responsibility to take the freedom that God had given to me to bless them. So I'm so thankful for Rabia and everyone here and what you're doing. And I just want to give one charge to each and every one of us. We have the obligation to speak for the speechless. We have the obligation to judge fairly. We have the obligation to fight. This command came from Proverbs 31, which is considered in Christianity to be the pinnacle of what a woman is and what a woman can expect. This chapter goes on to describe what a woman was made for. A woman was made to own property, as is described in this chapter. A woman was made to care for her family. A woman was made to be feminine. And I think something that we need to know as women rights advocates is to say that we are defending our rights, but that does not mean that we have to abandon our femininity. We were made to be mothers and warriors, and both of those are possible together. We were made to be judges. We were made to be rulers. We were made to be all of these things, and that is being given to us by the divine authority of God.